welcome to our LakePoint Kids online family experience. We are getting set to kick off with a new series today, and it has to do with an emotion. And so we are going to figure it out by playing a little game. Now, if you're in class with me right now, you'll notice you have a laminated blank face on your desk, along with some washable markers and a paper towel. Now, if you're not in class with me, don't worry. Just pause the video and grab some paper and something to draw with. All right, I am going to give you 10 seconds to draw a happy face on your page. Go. Time's up. Now hold up your faces for everyone to see and check out what the people around you have drawn. All right, faces down. Now, if you think we are talking about being happy or having joy this month, hold up your smiley face. Sorry friends, that is not our new theme. Everyone can now erase their face and get set for the next set of instructions. Ready? All right, now I would like you to draw a sad face. Go! Time's up. Now hold up your faces for everyone to see and check out what people around you have drawn. All right, faces down. Now, if you think we were talking about being sad this month or how God can comfort you when you're sad, hold up your sad face. Oh, it's a good try, but that's not right either. We're gonna have to try again. So erase your face and listen closely for what's next. This time, I'd like you to draw a surprised face. Go. All right, markers down and pictures up. Let's see what you did and look around to see what others did. All right, and now pictures down. Now, if you think we're going to be talking about being surprised this month, maybe with how God can do the impossible, then hold up your surprised face. Surprise! That's not it. Erase your face while we try again. Now I'd like you to draw an afraid or a scared face. Okay, markers down and pictures up. You know the drill. Hold up your picture, look around the room at everyone else's artwork, check it out to see what they've done. Good. All right, now pictures down for everyone. Now hold up your picture if you think we're going to be talking about how even if we're scared or fearful, God is with us. We have a winner. Yes, this month we are talking about what to do when we are afraid. Here's the thing. We are all going to be afraid at some points in our lives, but being afraid doesn't have to make us freeze all up and not do anything. Instead, we can choose to have courage. What is courage? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Courage is being brave enough to do what you should do, even when you're afraid. I'll count to 3 and then we'll say it together. 1, 2, 3. Courage is being brave enough to do what you should do, even when you're afraid. So you can take out your markers again and draw a courageous and brave face. Or maybe you know someone who is courageous and brave and you can draw them. You've got 10 seconds. All right, show everyone what you've got. Great work, friends. You can put down your pages and markers. I have a question though. How can we become brave? It's not like we have a switch inside of us called the courage switch and we can just flip it on. Well, let's turn to the Bible to see what it says there. Be strong and brave. Do not be afraid. Do not lose hope. I am the Lord your God. I will be with you everywhere you go. Joshua 1 verse 9b, Nerve. So it's not about flipping a switch, but reminding ourselves that God is with us no matter where we are. When we remember that, we can be brave. All right, now it's time to rehearse the verse. Let's say it together while talking like a robot. Be strong and brave. Do not be afraid. Do not lose hope. I am the Lord your God. I will be with you everywhere you go. Joshua 1 verse 9, be nerve. Nice job. Now let's stand up and say it like a robot while moving like a robot. Be strong and brave. Do not be afraid. Do not lose hope. I am the Lord your God. I will be with you everywhere you go. Joshua 1 verse 9, be nerve. Great work. You guys can grab a seat. So courage, what is it again? Well, courage is being brave enough to do what you should do even when you're afraid. And our bottom line or our focus point of today is you can do what you should even when others are afraid. Let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. You can do what you should even when others are afraid. Ever notice how sometimes you weren't afraid of something until someone else told you they were afraid of something? It's almost like fear is catching, like a germ or something. But it doesn't have to be. Check out this story to learn more.
Hello? Are you serious? I'll be right there!
And now, let's make sure we get some happy, content little mountains. That's the phone. Hello? Yes, I'll be there in a jiffy.
Pickles! Oh. Greg Lowe? Yeah? I'll be right there. Yeah. Oh. All right. I'll be there. Off I go. Hey. Hey. Do. All right, so what are we doing here? Gentlemen, thank you for attending this meeting of the John Vengers Initiative. We have something very important to discuss. Where are we going to go to lunch? Oh, that's not the foods? That's menus? Greg! Very important.
I love salmonella.
What do you want, Smiley?
Hello everyone, I'm John.
And I'm Steven.
And you're watching this show.
Bee! There's a bee.
What?
What? Where? There's a bee.
No! Where are you going? No, guys, get back here. Get back. No, everyone run. Steven, get back here. Okay. So, obviously we have a bee.
We gotta go.
In the studio. Wait, will you just please calm down?
Yeah.
Calm down, Steven. Okay. Hey, everyone. Sorry about that. The whole crew just left, so we're alone, but we've got a show to do. So where were we?
Intros.
Okay, that's right. This is the So-and-So Show, and today, well, appropriately, we're talking about courage.
Wait! Do you hear that?
I don't hear anything.
It's buzzing. I'm sure it's just... Ah! Please don't sting me! I'm too fragile to deal with physical pain! I can't do it, John. I can't do the show, okay? We gotta go!
We have to keep going forward, Steven, okay? Listen, bees are a very important part of the ecosystem. There are a lot of bees out there, Steven, that won't sting you at all. I assure you, Steven, the bee is more afraid of you than you are of it.
What happened?
Oh no,
Did it get you?
It was gonna, I got a face on it.
But did it?
No.
Okay. Why can't we just go home? This is ridiculous. There's an insect out there with a knife for a butt that's coming for us.
Okay, you know what? I get it. I'm freaked out too, all right? But there are people watching who want to learn about God and courage, and we have a responsibility to see this through. You know, we're like the postal service. Neither rain nor snow nor bees will keep us from delivering our jokes and japes.
Fine. Okay, I see that.
Okay.
It is important. I understand. Let's just get this over with so we can get out of here with our skin unpunctured.
All right. Oh, you know what? I think we should call in some backup.
Oh, what'd you have in mind?
It's Bible story time with Callan.
Hey!
Hey, Callan.
Quiet! It'll hear us.
Oh, right.
What's going on?
Hey, Callan. There's a bee in the studio.
That's terrifying. But you know, bees are actually
An important part of our ecosystem. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we know, but we still don't want to get stung.
Well, maybe I can take your mind off the tension with a story from the Bible.
Hey everyone!
Hi, Brian.
Okay, so about 2 years after crossing the Red Sea, the Israelites had finally made it to the very edge of Canaan, the land that God promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. God told their leader Moses,
"Send some men to check out the land of Canaan. I am giving it to the Israelites. Send one leader from each of Israel's tribes."
So Moses called a leader from each of the 12 tribes.
Shammua, Shaphat, Caleb, Igal, Joshua, Palti, Gadiel, Gadi, Amiel, Sethur, Nabi, and Juel.
So once the gang was all together, Moses laid out a super secret spy mission for these guys.
I want you to see what Canaan is like. Are there a lot of people or just a few? Are they strong or weak? Do their towns have high walls? Oh, and study the land. Is the soil rich or poor? Are there trees? Bring back some of the food that grows there if you can.
So just like that, these 12 men snuck into Canaan just as God had instructed. Now, for about 6 weeks, they traveled the length of the country and saw the places where Abraham and his family had lived hundreds of years before. On their return journey, the spies cut a bunch of grapes so ginormous, it had to be carried on a pole between 2 men. You can bet that when they showed up in the Israelite camp at the end of 40 days, it made a pretty big stir. At first, the spies gave a glowing report.
Canaan is super awesome! The land is filled with so many good things. It's practically flowing with milk and honey.
Yeah, check out these grapes.
But we can never go there.
The people who live there are powerful.
Their cities have high walls. The people are like giants.
Even though the spies had seen many good things, they were stuck on their fears. Only Joshua and Caleb were brave enough to speak up.
We should go up and take the land. We can certainly do it.
No way. They're stronger than we are.
They're so ginormous that we look like crickets to them.
The Israelites chose to listen to fear. They went into complete panic mode, convinced they would be destroyed. They even begged to go back to Egypt. Joshua and Caleb tried to speak to them.
The land is very good. If the Lord is pleased with us, He'll lead us there. He will give it to us. But we've got to obey Him.
Yeah, don't be afraid of the people in the land. The Lord is with us.
Instead of listening to Joshua and Caleb, the Israelites talked about killing them. But in the midst of all this chaos, the glory of God appeared at the tent of meeting. God spoke to Moses.
How long will they refuse to believe in me?
Moses begged God to have mercy on the Israelites.
Lord, your love is great. Forgive the sin of these people, just as you've done so many times already. I have forgiven them, just as you asked. But not one of these people will see the land I promised to give them. But my servant Caleb has a different spirit. He follows me with his whole heart, so I will bring him into the land.
Joshua was also allowed to enter the land. God did forgive the Israelites for turning away again, but there were big consequences. instead of forging ahead into Canaan, the Israelites ended up wandering and stuck in the wilderness for almost 40 years. Now, by that time, only Joshua and Caleb were still living to lead the new generation, their children, into Canaan. And fast forward, they did. At the end of 40 years, Joshua led the Israelites into the promised land. And right away, they came up to the walled city of Jericho. But with God's help, they faced their fears, and those impossibly strong walls came tumbling down.
Caleb and Joshua saw the same thing all the other people on the scouting trip saw. So why did they want to go into Canaan while the others were afraid? Simple. They trusted God. Caleb and Joshua might have been afraid too, but they knew God was with them. When you're faced with a problem you're afraid of, you can trust that God is with you too. I'll see you guys next time.
Oh, hey, thanks, Kellen.
Do you think we're safe?
Yeah,
Yeah?
I think so. I feel pretty sure we're clear of Okay, Stephen.
What?
Don't freak out.
The bee is on me.
Don't
isn't
freak
it?
out.
I'm gonna freak out.
But if you do, the bee's gonna. Okay, wait, hold on. Hold on, I got an idea. Try to distract it.
I am!
Okay, guess what? That's perfect. Keep screaming and running around. Whoa. Buzz, 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 buzz. Buzz, 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 buzz. Buzz, 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 buzz. Oh, Buzz. Come here.
What happened?
No. Look.
Am I dead?
No. Come here. No, it's okay. Some bees like a little white sugar dissolved in water. Our little pal here, he was just hungry. See? He's just having a little sip.
Wow! Look at that, you're a regular Dr. Doolittle.
Well, I can't talk to the animals, but you know what I can do?
What?
Reveal the question! Today's question of the day is, what are people afraid of?
Bees. Mm-hmm. Even though they're a very important part of the ecosystem.
Very good. You know what I'm afraid of? People driving too fast.
Whew. It could be something really serious, like someone you love getting sick, or it could be something that even you know is a little bit silly, like imagining an alligator lives under your bed.
Oh, great. I wasn't afraid of that until now.
Well, whatever it is, God will always be with you, so you can do what you should even when the people around you are afraid.
Yeah, and as it turns out though, sometimes the things you're afraid of end up not being that scary at all.
Yeah, you're right, like this bee.
That's right.
Until next time, I'm Steven.
And I'm John.
And this was the So-and-so Show.
And that's our little bee friend.
I'm surprised we aren't scaring him with our loud voices.
I know he's probably used to people. Okay. You know how I had a squirrel eat out of my hand once.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
What was he eating?
Oh, my hand.
Oh.
Marco. Marco? Marco. You're close, Marco. Marco. You're good, B. You're good. Marco. Oh, I got him! Ow!
Oh, man.
So that's a pretty cool story about spies, but you're not a spy. At least I don't think you are. So how does this story apply to you? Well, fear is normal. Everyone gets scared at some point or another, but God can help you be brave and do the right thing. See, when you believe in Jesus and follow Him, God's Spirit lives in you and can give you the courage to do what's right. So if your younger sibling is afraid during a thunderstorm, you can help distract them with a game or a song. Or if your mom serves a new dish for supper that does not look that good to you, you can be brave and try a few bites. Or if someone is saying mean things about someone else at school, you can refuse to listen to it and walk away. When you are scared, God can help you be brave. When others are scared, you can take that courage God has given to you and help others be brave too. And Even if no one else is brave, you can be because you are never alone. God is always with you. It's time to bring it home now with your small group time, so along with your parent, listen to today's instructions. First, talk about a time when you were scared, but somebody stepped in to help, making you feel better. Thinking about what we learned today, how can you be that person for someone else next time? Now press pause, complete the activity, and then come back for the second set of instructions. Next, have one person write out the memory verse while the other person secretly draws a map. They are then going to hide the memory verse at the X marks the spot location. Give the map to the other person to use to try to find the memory verse. Then switch roles. Parents, now's the time to scan the QR code on the screen or head over to the LakePoint app to fill out our online connection card. Signing our guest book lets us know who is watching and helps us stay connected to you. It also allows you to sign up for our latest LakePoint initiatives and opportunities. So kids, while your parents are busy doing that, why don't you count all the windows you have in your house? Just a reminder that you can go back and watch your favorite LakePoint Kids online family experiences on our YouTube channel or on our LakePoint app in the Family Resources section. Thanks for tuning in today, friends. I'll see you again next week. Same time, same place. Remember, you can do what you should even when others are afraid.